All right, let's get right into it. If you are building an AI product for students, especially in EdTech, then you're going to want to listen up. This is the playbook you've been waiting for. We're about to lay out a no-nonsense, brutally honest strategy for winning over one of the toughest markets you'll ever face. So, let's do this.
And yeah, when we say brutal, we really mean it. There is no sugarcoating here. This is the hard truth, the tough love you absolutely need to hear about what actually works with students. It's time to stop thinking about what should work and start focusing on what the real world shows us actually does.
So, what's the big problem? Why do so many of these products miss the mark? Well, honestly, it usually comes down to this. Companies build these incredible tools, but they completely forget two fundamental realities about students. One, they have incredibly tight budgets. And two, their attention spans are razor thin. It doesn't matter how smart your AI is, if you get these two things wrong, you're pretty much set up to fail from day one.
Okay, so first things first, let's talk about the money. How do you actually get past that huge financial barrier? Look, this isn't just about slapping a price tag on your product. It's about diving deep into the psychology of a student buyer and making them feel like paying you is a smart, safe, and valuable decision.
You've got to get inside a student's head. For them, every single rupee counts. They don't see a subscription as just another expense. They see it as a risk. They're asking themselves, is this tool really going to help me pass my exams? So your entire pricing model has to be built around one thing: building trust and showing them an immediate, undeniable return on that investment.
And that trust building? It starts right here, with Zero. A permanent free tier isn't just a nice little feature, you guys. It is a non-negotiable entry point. It is, without a doubt, your single most powerful marketing tool, because it just erases every single bit of initial friction. It lets students feel the magic of your product with absolutely zero risk.
So once you have that foundation of free, where do you go? Well, let's look at this table. Each tier here is basically designed for a specific student mindset, right? The free tier is your try before you buy, no risk involved. The Pro monthly plan, that's perfect for that intense last-minute cramming before a big exam. The Pro annual plan rewards the really serious students with a fantastic deal. And of course, the group plan is your gateway to entire institutions. It's like a ladder of commitment.
So let's break down the psychology here, because it's pretty smart. You start with free as the anchor that gets them in the door. Then you hit them with that super aggressive annual discount. We're talking like 40% off. That makes committing long-term a financial no-brainer for anyone who's serious. And really important, being totally transparent about all this from the get-go, that's how you build the trust you need to actually close the deal. And here it is, the hard number, the bottom line. If your monthly price starts creeping above 500 rupees, you are building a massive wall that most students just will not or cannot climb. If you're going to charge more than that, your product better feel absolutely indispensable. We're talking like it's a guarantee they'll ace their exams. That's the only way to justify it.
Okay, so let's say you've nailed your pricing. They've signed up for your free tier. Awesome. But now, a clock starts ticking, and it's ticking fast. You have an incredibly small window of time to prove your product is worth their attention before they get distracted and just never come back. And that brings us to the next critical piece, that first experience.
Now this is the modern roadmap for getting a new user hooked. It actually starts before they even sign up by building trust. Then it's all about delivering a pure moment of value in their very first session. And finally, you have to nurture that initial spark so it grows into a long-term habit.
I want you to think about your homepage for a second. Is it just a boring list of features? Because it can't be. It needs to build trust before they even consider clicking sign up. What does that mean? It means showing off real student testimonials, maybe some case studies. And hey, how about an interactive demo where they can try it out without an account? You have to show them the magic, not just tell them about it.
This part is so critical. The old way of onboarding, forcing users through some long 10-step tutorial, is dead. It's overwhelming, it's boring, and worst of all, it delays the one thing that truly matters, that aha moment. The modern way, the way the best AI tools do it, is to drop the user right into the action. Let them experience the value for themselves immediately. And here is a perfect example of what that actually looks like. It's what we call a guided first query. The second a student lands on their dashboard, the AI is already a step ahead, suggesting a prompt that's actually relevant and useful to them. See, it's not just a blank text box. It's an intelligent guide that shows its value from the very first second. And then you hit them with this, the Smart Coach Trigger. It's such a simple, proactive question. But when that user answers and your product instantly spits out a personalized study plan for that exact exam, that's not just an aha moment anymore, that's a wow moment. That's the instant they realize your tool actually gets them.
But here's the thing. That wow moment can fade pretty quickly. So the final piece of this whole puzzle is figuring out how to turn that initial burst of excitement into a real, lasting study habit. This is all about nurturing that new relationship and guiding them from that first success to becoming a true power user.
Now, since your in-app onboarding was super minimal and focused on that wow moment, email is about to become your best friend. And no, this is not spam. This is a strategic sequence designed to teach and add value. Day 1, you welcome them and reinforce the value. Day 3, you hit them with social proof, a success story. And on day 7, you give them deeper education, showing them how to get even more out of your tool. And finally, think about community. If you can create a space, maybe it's on Discord or even inside your app, where students can connect with each other, share notes, and help each other out, well, that makes your product incredibly sticky. It stops being just a tool and starts becoming a place where they feel like they belong.
So let's bring this all home. I know it can seem like a lot of different pieces, but it really all boils down to a pretty simple, really powerful, and totally repeatable formula for success.
So this is it, your 3-step winning formula. Step 1, you get rid of all financial risk with a fantastic free tier. Step 2, you deliver an unforgettable wow moment in less than 5 minutes. And Step 3, you turn that initial spark into a loyal fan through smart, strategic nurturing. And that leaves us with one final and I think most important question that I really want you to think about. Forget all your features, forget all your tech specs for just a minute. What is your product's 5-minute wow moment? If you can answer that question, you are already well on your way to winning.